Today, South Carolina is preparing to carry out its first ever execution by firing squad. Death row inmate Brad Sigmon choosing that method over other available options. It will be the first time in 15 years that a firing squad has been used here in the U.S. Sigmon was convicted of murdering his ex-girlfriend's parents back in 2001. And NewsNation's Alex Capriello joins us live. Alex, you had a chance to sit down with Sigmon's attorney. What is he saying now that we're just hours before that scheduled execution?
Right at this point, Nichole, convicted murderer Brad Sigmon is all alone. The last time he made contact with his attorney was yesterday afternoon, but I am told that he's made peace with what's to come here in just under 4 hours. Now, that being said, that attorney team is still trying to go through any last-ditch effort to either receive a judicial stay or receive the governor's granting of clemency, which would, of course, halt that execution in its tracks as we speak. As for Sigmon, he is convicted of murdering his ex-girlfriend's parents 24 years ago using a baseball bat to beat them to death. That crime receiving national attention due to its graphic nature and also the fact that his girlfriend, who was kidnapped, was able to escape from his clutches and seek help. We now also know the details of how this execution will unfold. 3 riflemen will stand 15 feet away, each with live ammunition, and aim at a target over Sigmon's heart. Given the ongoing shortage of drugs used for lethal injections, this execution method could be utilized for other death row inmates in America moving forward. It's important to note, Sigmon actually chose to die by firing squad over the electric chair or lethal injections. But his attorney argues that's only because the last 3 executions in South Carolina from lethal injection were botched, and his client didn't have enough time or information to choose the most humane method to end his life. Take a listen to his attorney.
So Mr. Sigmon was in the position of having to choose between the firing squad, which has never been used in South Carolina, hasn't been used in the United States in 15 years, or the prospect of dying over 20 minutes while strapped to a gurney while your lungs fill up with fluid and blood. And having seen this happen with 3 men that he knew very well, many considered brothers, that was not a choice that he could bring himself to make.
Some family members of the victims will be in attendance to watch this execution get carried out. That includes the grandson of the 2 people killed, who spoke to USA Today saying, quote, "He's going to pay for what he's done. He took away 2 people who would have done anything for their family. They were the rock of our family. They didn't deserve it." Only 5 states allow executions to be carried out by firing squad. That includes Mississippi, Oklahoma, Utah, Idaho, and now South Carolina. And only 3 executions have been carried out by firing squad since 1977. The last one 15 years ago. That's Rodney Lee Gardner. Nichole.
All right, and Alex, you mentioned that 15 years ago, last firing squad execution. I know you had an exclusive interview. You talked to the brother of the man who was killed. What did you learn?
Well, I learned that time does not heal all wounds, Nichole. Sitting down with Randy Gardner, he told me that he is now a very vocal opponent of the death penalty. He recalled what it was like that day that his brother was executed in the media circus that surrounded that Utah prison. Similar to today, at that time, there hadn't been a firing squad execution in 14 years. I asked him about the death penalty and the fact that these inmates are actually receiving a sentence that many times the victims' family members want to see carried out. Here's a portion of that exclusive interview.
What do you say to your opponents who say an eye for an eye?
Makes the world go blind. You know, it don't make sense. It's the same thing. Why do we kill people who kill people that show that killing is wrong? To me, it's a real moral issue, and I think it should be for everybody. Why would someone want to kill somebody else?
Today's execution marks the 6th one that's planned over the next 3 weeks. The other states that will be carrying out these executions include Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Florida. And they're going to be a variety of methods, Nichole. That includes both lethal injection and, in the case of Louisiana, a death by suffocation from a gas chamber. Nichole.
All right, Alex Capriello live for us there in South Carolina. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.